India-Canada relations, from diplomacy to tensions and what's next. Hey there. Today we're exploring the rocky yet fascinating journey of India-Canada relations over the last 30 years. From high-level handshakes to diplomatic drama, these two countries have had quite the rollercoaster ride. Buckle up as we dive into the key moments and look ahead to what's next. Part 1, the early years, economic hope and nuclear tensions. The 90s set the stage for cooperation, with trade growing steadily, but in 1998, Canada hit India with sanctions after its nuclear tests. Relations took a sharp dip. It wasn't until the early 2000s that both sides decided to rebuild trust through high-level talks and education exchanges. Part 2, 2010s, the trade boom and nuclear deal. The big breakthrough came in 2010 when Canada signed a nuclear cooperation agreement with India. Canada could now supply uranium to fuel India's growing energy needs. Economic ties soared, with trade reaching $8 billion and Canadian investments flooding into India's market. Things were looking up. Part 3, a student surge and diplomatic drama. By 2015, over 100,000 Indian students were heading to Canada annually. And in 2015, Modi's visit to Canada marked a historic step after 42 years. It felt like a new dawn. But 2018 brought challenges. Prime Minister Trudeau's visit to India was marred by controversy, leading to a dip in relations. Part 4, the pandemic and political tensions. In 2020, Canada voiced concerns over India's farmer protests. Diplomatic ties felt the strain, but economic pragmatism prevailed. Trade hit $11 billion in 2021, showing resilience despite political differences. Part 5, a diplomatic freeze in 2023. By 2023, relations hit a breaking point. Accusations, diplomatic expulsions, and a freeze in talks signaled a full-blown crisis. Trade deals stalled and tensions ran high. But even amidst the chaos, education remained a resilient bridge, with Indian students continuing to flock to Canada. Part 6, the road ahead. Caution and collaboration. In 2024, cautious high-level talks restarted, focusing on trade, energy, and digital cooperation. Canada's Indo-Pacific strategy shows that India remains key to its Asian ambitions. With strong economic ties and strategic interests at play, both nations have a lot to gain from collaboration in technology, clean energy, and education. Conclusion: the balancing act of the future. Despite all the ups and downs, the future of India-Canada relations seems cautiously optimistic. It's a balancing act between diplomatic differences and strategic interests. Ultimately, these nations are connected by more than just politics. They're tied by people, trade, and shared values.